Good day, good people. I'm David Johns, back this week with another episode of Three Things. First up, hip-hop legend Da Brat has a new reality TV show. It's titled Brat Loves Judy, and it premiered last Thursday on WeTV. Now, the show focuses on the life of and relationship between Da Brat and CEO of Kaleidoscope Hair, Jessica Judy Dupart. Now, Shantae Harris, aka Da Brat, has invited people into her identity as a same-gender loving woman and has shared parts of her relationship with Judy over the last year. We should all be clear that she's not obligated to do any of this. And I celebrate and appreciate that she's talked publicly about the pressures associated with managing her identities as a pioneering same-gender loving woman in hip-hop. It is fantastic to see a show celebrating the life of a pioneering same-gender loving woman in hip-hop and showing the love between a Black same-gender loving couple. As a son of hip-hop, I'm honored that we have been invited into important parts of Da Brat's life. It's wonderful to see her smiling and thriving and growing in love. And my hope is that the images of Da Brat and Judy not only help other Black queer people know that we have always been here and that we too are deserving of love, both self-love and the love that comes from partners, but I also hope that it helps non-queer people understand that love is love. Make sure to watch the show, which premiered last week, but it airs subsequently on Thursdays on WeTV. Second, Walmart and Target recently announced that they're offering free college tuition to employees. Now, as Ebony K. Williams would say, you gotta read the terms and conditions. Target will cover the cost of tuition, fees, and textbooks for employees access to about 250 programs at 40 colleges and universities. Walmart has agreed to pay 100% of tuition and book fees to about 1.5 million full-time and part-time associates. They're also allocating $1 billion over 5 years to cover career development offerings. To be clear, the cost of college in this country remains a problem for Black people and for people from other marginalized, minoritized communities. According to the National Center for Education Statistics, or NCES, Black college graduates have an average of $52,000 in student loan debt. And we owe an average of $25,000 more in debt than white college grads. That is white supremacy at work. Now, this move by both Target and Walmart is an important step toward making college more affordable. However, a lot more needs to be done to lower the cost of college, to lower the cost of higher education, really, so that the privileges associated with and afforded to those with post-secondary degrees, credentials, and certificates can be accessed more equitably. I encourage you to visit the Advocacy and Action page at nbjc.org to learn more about all of this and how you can get engaged. Third, in a recent People magazine interview, rapper and superstar Thee Stallion said that there needs to be a reckoning when it comes to the homophobia and hate that we still see in rap music specifically and in the industry at large. Megan said that representation is important and that it is really crucial for us to have compassion and acceptance for every human. How about that? The hip-hop community has had a long history of homophobia, and they are not alone in this regard. And all of this has been recently personified by Jonathan Linwood, the almost 30-year-old baby Kirk, and his homophobic comments and false claims about individuals living with HIV. Said a lot about the baby, but the point here is that this is a problem that we should solve immediately. To see a star with the level of fame that Thee Stallion has, advocating for acceptance within hip-hop, is a critical step toward ensuring that every member of our beautifully diverse community can be safe and otherwise have opportunities to thrive. And while Megan is out here doing more than her part, my question is, what are you doing to combat the many manifestations of white supremacy that prevent so many of us from actually getting free? If you need help answering this question for yourself, I hope that you will holler at me and the good people at NBJC. I mean that sincerely. On one final note, we mourn the loss of Raven Saunders' mother, Clarissa Saunders. Clarissa passed away days after Raven won a silver medal at the Tokyo Olympics. And my heart goes out to Raven, her family, and their loved ones at this time. my prayer is that Clarissa will rest in peace. Guard your joy, good people, and be safe.